like for you? Obviously, going down with that injury and then the recovery process. Just how have you kind of grown from the whole experience?
Yeah, it was definitely tough. Grew a lot as a player and a person. Yeah, just getting to see, kind of just standing from the dugout and just watching all my teammates compete. It was tough, but I think it's gonna motivate me to, ultimately, do better this season and work harder. So.
What kind of things were you able to learn last year? I mean, I know you can't pitch or anything, but just watching, or whether it was conversations with Coach Yeski, what kind of things did you learn maybe about yourself or the game that could kind of help translate going forward?
I would say just like kind of sitting back and watching how people act, how they deal with failure, how they deal with success, just kind of that aspect of things.
How's the new strength program been with Coach Martin?
It's been good. Coach Martin's been great to me. I think he has a real clear view of where he wants to take everybody and, kind of how that looks like. And, it's been great so far, and, I can't wait to get better with him.
I hate to hark back on the injury, but did you know kind of instantly when you threw that pitch that there was something wrong?
Definitely, yeah. It was against Tennessee. It was my last 2 pitches of my outing. Yeah, I instantly knew something was wrong, so, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, when looking at just how you can apply what you've learned in these next few months and just talking a little bit about how this fall season can really help development, just what are your certain goals you have?
Certain goals, I would say just to finally get back out there and compete. It's been a while since I played an actual game, so I think this fall is going to be huge just to, go back out there and, show what I got.
What have you been sort of working on in some of these bullpens that Coach Johnson just talked about, how the slider could potentially be a good tunnel pitch for your fastball and whatnot?
For sure, yeah. I think the slider's probably number one on the list of things I've been working on. Also just kind of, commanding the zone, presence on the mound, and, just little things like that. But the slider's definitely up there for sure.
The velocity's fully back for you, so.
Yeah, yes, sir. I've been, mid-90s, upper 90s, so, yeah, getting back there, and, I'm kind of excited to see where it jumps up to when I get into actual games, too.
Coach had said that you were really close to being able to come back for him last year. If maybe they'd lasted one more week. I mean, could you kind of feel that in kind of your arm at that time? Like, did you feel like you were ready to go out there and pitch, an inning or two if they kind of needed you?
Definitely. Yeah, I knew I was ready, but I think it goes back to Coach Johnson and the rest of the staff just kind of taking care of me and just kind of playing it safe. So I credit all of them to just for kind of keeping my arm and my career at their best interest. So.
And what was sort of your goal over the summer when you were healthy but you didn't really have games to sort of play?
I mean, it's been a while since I played in a game, so I think the whole summer was just kind of just all about getting better, getting stronger, and just kind of finishing that last piece of my rehab.
Coach said you've been stepping up as more of a leader in the pitching room. Do you kind of feel this is an opportunity to be a pillar of that staff this year?
Definitely. Just, going back to missed a year and a half, kind of feel like I have a lot to make up for. And I've been around. I was a part of that 23 team, so I saw how things are supposed to be done, and I'm kind of excited just to kind of implement that.
What did you learn about your body throughout this recovery process?
I would say going back to my arm, it was weak. That's why I got hurt in the first place. My shoulder was weak, so I credit the LSU training staff to kind of get me back up to speed and get me stronger than ever.
So would you say your arm and your shoulder is stronger than it was pre-injury?
Definitely, way stronger. Yeah, I think I took tremendous strides in the rehab aspect of things, but I credit the trainers for that too.
Are there any guys that you leaned on that maybe had injuries like this? I mean, I can't recall of any that were on the team the last couple of years, but is there anybody in your life or any players that that have gone through this that you kind of leaned on?
Definitely. Jaden Newt, Javen Coleman, just to name a few. Garrett Edwards, he got hurt a week after me, so we kind of went through that process together, and it was just kind of it was good to just kind of lean on somebody that was going through similar struggles as me.
A lot of talented transfers coming in that pitching staff. What's maybe the biggest hurdle they need to clear, especially when you get into like SEC games? Because last year some guys caught on pretty well, but some struggled. What's maybe the thing that'll challenge them the most?
I would say just kind of, I don't know, just staying focused. I mean, these scrimmages are going to help out a lot, just getting everybody experienced, how it is to play an SEC team. So I think Coach Johnson and the rest of the staff does a great job of, doing these scrimmages early in the fall to give people, kind of a preview of what it's going to look like during the season.
How important is it to build that camaraderie too? You got so many new pieces, right? I mean, it's basically being learning a new team, new
for sure. I think it's one of the most important keys to having a great team, and I think we've done a good job just kind of doing things outside of baseball. Getting the guys together at the house, just stuff like that.
How's the new bullpen?
It's good. I mean, it's not finished yet, but from the looks of it, it's going to be really nice. I'm excited for that.
With the catching staff, what are some things you can do at this time of year leading into the season to build that trust with a couple guys?
I think, we have, I think it's 4 or 5 different catchers. And I think Coach Yeski has done a good job and JJ as well, Coach Josh Jordan. They've done a good job of kind of mixing in the bullpen. So, I think I've thrown to all 4 or 5 catchers. So it's been good so far, just working with everybody.
Where are you guys working at? Just inside?
Yeah, in the Marucci Center. We have an indoor bullpen we've been working at, and even on the field too, just to get the on-the-field game experience.
Still around it?
Yes, sir.
Not the-
Oh, not the bullpen mound, but the game mound. Yes, sir.
Unfortunately, you and Jaden have kind of had these similar tracks coming in here as probably kind of freshmen and then getting hurt. So how do you think he's sort of approached his, I guess, journey with the injury and trying to get back and whatnot?
He's done a great job. I see him in there every day in the training room. He's busting his tail every day trying to get back. So he's done a great job in the recovery process.
Is there anything you're doing differently this time of year that you maybe have learned the past 2 years that you want to implement?
I would say maybe just going from my freshman year to this year, I would say kind of just taking these scrimmages more serious because, we have, 7, 8 scrimmages that I'll be able to pitch in. And, if I can treat these like a game, then I think I'll be better fit to kind of just go out there in the spring and, do what I do.
Have there been any pitches of specific newcomers that you've noticed that are really, really good or just kind of caught your eye, and any kind of fastball or curveball or anything?
The whole staff has extremely really good talent, and I can't really pick a certain pitch or pitcher, but everybody's good here.
I asked Coach this. He said it'd probably be a better question for you. How impactful and nice is it to have a pitching coach back for a second year and build that trust?
I think it's extremely important. The past 4 or 5 years we've had a different pitching coach, so just to have Coach Yeski back is great. I mean, he's a great leader, on and off the field, and I think he's taught me more about mental game than any other coach I've ever had. So I think it's just great to continue to build that relationship with him.
The scrimmages are obviously important, but it also allows you to sort of work on some different things that you might not necessarily do in a game. Like, what are some examples of how you guys would approach it differently?
I think it goes back to the pitch calling. Maybe I throw a right-on-right changeup to a hitter in the fall that I won't necessarily do in the spring, but just working on different pitches like that.
Talk about working with you on the mental game. How important is it for you to commit to being fully back? You can feel fine and then mentally get out there when it really instead of taking the scrimmage more seriously this year. Is that part of it?
I think so. And even when I was hurt, we were doing mental stuff just to kind of keep me up to speed. Just like I was out there on the game, doing imagery and stuff like that.
I'm talking more about mentally committing to you being healthy, trusting it.
I think he's definitely helped me with that, but I think I've done a good job of kind of just getting over that bridge, and I'm fully healthy. I'm ready to go.
What pitch or pitches did it take, I guess, longer to sort of regain that feel for, or are you still trying to feel that out?
That's a good question. I would say, the fastball has been there right out of the jump. But as I've gone through the recovery process, throwing changeups, throwing sliders, that took a little longer just because it's more taxing on the elbow and stuff like that. So.
I saw Paul was back to you. Pick his brain on all the things that he did this last year.
Definitely, yeah. I told him good job for a great season, first of all. And then, we talked for about 30 minutes, just kind of picking his brain, asking him questions and stuff. The biggest thing I would think of is just kind of how to be a leader. I know he came in as a transfer his junior year and kind of admitted himself as, one of the leaders on the team. So just kind of picking his brain about that stuff.
I think Gage had the same injury as you, right, leading into last season.
Yes, sir.
Did you learn anything from him about that whole process and coming back?
Yeah, he made his return in the fall scrimmage with kind of like I'll do this Sunday. So just kind of seeing how he prepared and how he got ready for that was beneficial, and I think I'm going to use some of that stuff.
Does it inspire confidence in you to that you can be successful like he was coming back from injury?
Definitely, yeah. Just to see the great year he had too, coming off TJ, it's very inspiring.
We're trying. Mine's not right there yet.
Yeah.
Just make you older.
Yeah.
I just want to know about your brother being here. What's that going to be like?
It's pretty fun. I don't gotta take out the trash near as much at the house because he's living with me. So it's been fun though, being able to show him the ropes, I guess. So.
I mean, is this something you guys talked about forever, or is this something?
Oh yeah, my parents were. They were so excited whenever I didn't get drafted and came back. They were like, they didn't want to tell me, but they were like, this will be awesome. So I know my mom's already talking about getting the jersey with both our numbers on it. So it'll be a lot of fun.
What's it mean to him, and what's it mean for you?
It means a lot. In high school, we weren't able to play together because he tore his labrum his freshman year, so he wasn't able to play my whole entire senior year. So this will actually be the first time we've ever been on the same team, and for it to be at a place like LSU where we grew up watching every game and being the biggest fans, it'll be a lot of fun.
He's your big little brother?
Yeah, for sure. He makes me look really small. So.
He's the third baseman too.
Mm-hmm.
Where they working at? Where they working at?
Yeah, at third base. That's where he's been playing mostly. So.
Tell him that he used to.
Yeah, and he got number 47, so it's gonna be like Tommy, I guess.